Hi, I'm Brian,
And I'm Benson.
and we're here to tell you about a revolution in fresh food where you can
Pick 'em, juice 'em, blend 'em.
So a little bit about us. The team is 6 entrepreneurs. We have diverse skills: marketing, supply chain management, operations, and design. And our product is a convenient, custom fruit and vegetable snack. And we serve it up in a number of different ways, from blended smoothies to fruit bowls. And our location is going to be centered in downtown San Jose. And we have forecasted locations throughout the Bay Area.
Now our product is basically Chipotle meets fruit. So you can start off with a bowl or a cup. Pick from a wide range of different ingredients. There's over 30 different ingredients to choose from. That's fruits and vegetables like mangoes, papaya, bananas, kale, whatever you name it. Then you can choose to juice or blend them. You can have it as a smoothie or a juice beverage. And then you can top your creation off with some premium ingredients like blueberries, almonds, chia seeds, granola. We have tons of different options for you to choose from.
In terms of the market, the juice and smoothie market is a huge industry, about $2.2 billion in 2014, and it's projected to grow positive 2% over the next 5 years. Now, our target audience for our product is health and fitness enthusiasts, busy working professionals, and everyday folks who like fresh fruit.
Now our products are mixed with fresh fruit and vegetable bowls, as well as smoothies, juices, bottled beverages, cleanses, and also waters. We also have healthy bars and snacks as a convenient option for those who want it as well. But the point is that our key is customization. With over 30 different types of ingredients, there's endless possibilities. That's thousands, if not millions, types of combinations that any customer can create.
Now, in terms of our time to market, to set up our store, it'll take about 1 month, and involves retrofitting the store, getting everything set up, equipment lead time, including installing and delivering the different equipment. So it'll take about 1 to 3 weeks. The kitchen utensils and the plasticware will take about a week to get established, and so it'll take about a month to get our actual location set up. And then once we start ordering products, our raw material lead time is 4 days, and some distributors are even as quick as 24 hours.
Now our objectives by our different departments include purchasing and supply chain management, where they're going to ensure the highest quality ingredients possible, because it all starts with fresh fruit and vegetables. They're going to make sure that we meet our demand needs by having a steady supply of materials, and they're also going to determine what seasonal goods are available so we get the lowest cost, but also what's in season and what tastes the best.
And in terms of marketing, we're focused on upholding a consistent brand image. We have the Pick 'em logo, we have the Pick 'em phrase, and we're really focused on, since we're a retail business, attracting new customers, but also creating loyal ones who we call pickers.
And our operations team is going to improve efficiency, make sure our processes are streamlined so that they're blending faster, putting drinks together faster, and making sure that our output is high so that customers don't need to wait. And they also are responsible for delivering high customer service so that every picker is happy.
Now, in terms of accounting, of course, we're focused on providing accurate and timely reporting, but we also want to identify and track budgets and see trends in our sales and maintain financial records that can show us how we can grow effectively in the future.
So some of our departmental spending assumptions include most of our expenses are actually going to be focused on purchasing and operations, of course, because we're focused around running the team, running the stores, and ensuring we have quality supplies available. Now we have some high upfront marketing costs, and that's because we're doing promotions, soft opening, announcements, and advertisements. So that's all happening up front, but overall our marketing is actually a lower portion of our department spending.
Now, in terms of our location, we have a location in downtown San Jose off Market Street. This is actually in a brand new building, and it can be retrofitted anywhere. This is a perfect location for us. It's in a high foot traffic area, high income demographics, right by the busy, vibrant downtown San Jose nightlife and business life during the day. And it's also located by San Jose State University. Long story short, there are a lot of potential customers in this area.
Now some location and equipment assumptions. We're going to actually be spending about $26,000 in our equipment, but we're going to finance it over 12 months so that our burdens on costs aren't as high, and we can spread it over across the first 12 months. And so you'll notice that in our upcoming slides where we have a lot more spending in equipment right in the beginning, but after that it really helps with our profits.
Now, in terms of our personnel, we're going to have a number of part-time employees. We're focused on having about 6, and then maybe 2 on-call employees, which will give us a base of about 425 hours a month. At minimum wage, that's about $4,400 a month. And as we'll show in the future slides, demand changes a lot in this industry depending on season. So as demand changes, so will our need for employees. So that'll change about 3% per 1,000 units sold. Now, we are going to have a full-time manager who's going to be paid roughly $45,000 after benefits and all that. It's about $57,000. And also, the 6 of us are going to work part-time, about 5 hours a week in the various areas of our business: operations, purchasing, accounting, marketing. And we're going to work for about 5 hours a week, paying ourselves about $20 an hour, which is roughly about a cost of $2,500 a month.
Now, sources of our potential customers are going to come through online marketed ads targeted towards our competitors, because we know that we can send them advertisements for healthy fruit and vegetable options. So we'll do that through advertisements on Google AdWords, as well as other sources like Facebook ads. We'll also have sponsored content on health blogs and websites, because we know that has high potential for the type of customers we're looking for. And we'll also have some pre-opening strategies that include our soft opening, where we'll be handing out some free fruits and vegetables for the customers to sample and try out. And it also gives our employees time to train right before we actually do our grand opening. Some other means of pre-opening strategies include Groupon, Living Social, Amazon Local Deals, and a myriad of other types of promotional activities with local businesses. And we'll be retaining our existing customers by having a loyalty card, so things like Punch Pie, and there's a whole ton of other ones out there. But we're going to attract our customers to come back and shop with us frequently, so they become loyal pickers in the long term. And we'll be doing gift cards as well, and flavors of the month that actually feature local farmers.
Now, this is our sales funnel. So when looking at new potential customers, first we need to expose them to the marketing. So that's going to happen in our Facebook ads, our Google ads, our email list, getting people to sign up for the soft opening. And then once they get engaged, so say someone sees an ad for our soft opening and they register, they get on our email list, or they buy a coupon off of Groupon or something like that, they're an engaged customer. Now we need to get them to visit our store. And so once they visited once, they're visited. But our real goal is to get people to become pickers, which is someone who has a loyalty card and shops often with us, and they become a regular customer.
Some volume growth assumptions. So we expect demand to increase towards the summer months, which is expected because we're a retail fruit and juice smoothie business. So we expect the demand to increase around the summer months when it's hotter, and have it fall back down towards winter. But we also expect a spike right in January because of the post-New Year's resolution. Everyone's getting fit and healthy. So that's going to peak back up and then come back down a little as it stabilizes into spring.
Now, in terms of our pricing approach, we do have a high price, low volume approach. So we're not dependent on selling a huge amount of units. And also in our budgets, we do have highly conservative volume estimates. So the lowest, we're starting out about 43 units a day. And in the summer months, in this peak demand, it only goes up to about 200 units a day. Whereas just from anecdotal, going into, we went into a couple Tutti Fruttis and Jamba Juices, and they sold over 500 in a day. So these are highly conservative volume estimates.
Now, a quick look at our revenue and income. So you'll see, similar to our demand, you'll see growth up into the summer months, and then have it come back down towards December in the winter, and then of course there's that pop right there in the New Year's. But looking over at monthly net income, you'll see that the first 12 months, are actually negative, but once we get into the post New Year's, that's because of our capital expenditures. So our first 12 months is being financed with those expenditure costs. And after that, though, our net income is positive. So you can see from our long-term forecast, there's great growth trending upwards.
Now, in terms of our cost of goods sold, similarly, as we get established as a company, not only will our cost of goods sold go down because we'll be consistent buyers and consistent purchasers, but that will give us leverage over our suppliers. And also, over the course of the time that we're being a business, we're going to learn how to be more efficient, and we'll eventually drive those costs down. And as you can see, they kind of flatten out there towards the end of our 18-month budget.
Now, contribution margins. So on a per employee hour basis, in order to hit our 18-month forecast, we need about $22 approximately per employee hour. But on a per unit basis, it's $3.84. So this is in order to reach our 18-month forecast.
Now, our overall contribution margins, now this is for 1 year. Our sales are going to be roughly, according to our budget, $325,000 with a variable cost of about $135,000, which puts our contribution margin at about $185,000, which is 57% when you do the ratio. Now, when you look at the bottom, here is our net income for the first year. It's only about $10,000, but this is largely because of, like we said in the beginning, we finance the entirety of our upfront equipment costs. So, as we get more established as a business, and in the later slides, we show you an 18-month budget to show that as we get established as a business, we're going to be much more profitable.
Now, a quick look at our break-even point. So just as Brian said earlier, we're going to hit profitability right around the 10-month point, but because of the financing, there's a lot of heavy costs up front, and that's why you see a lot of red down here. But once we get to our break-even point and onward, you're going to see a lot of positive growth. And that helps a lot because we've paid off our 12-month upfront cost, and most of that becomes profitable for us.
Similarly with our margin of safety, over an 18-month period, our margin of safety is about $175,000. And so you can see, this right here is the 10-month point. If we were to cut it off at about a year, it would be right here. It would be about that $10,000 that I mentioned earlier. But like I said, once we get past that year mark, our equipment and our initial financing is going to be paid off, so our margin of safety will go up significantly.
All right, and a quick look at our profitability forecast. Over 18 months, right around the 10-month period, you're going to see profits becoming positive. So you'll see positive cash flow across the New Year's and into the second year. So right towards the end, around month 18, you'll have about $60,000 in profits.
Now our cash flow forecast, this is similar to the demand. But it's important to remember a couple of assumptions that we had. Now, our product costs are going to be paid at most net 30, and our finance equipment, like we said, is going to be paid off in monthly increments, so it's not going to be all upfront cash. And something that's different about our business is that our accounts receivable is pretty much immediate. Because we're a retail business, we get paid cash or credit card right at the point of sale, so we don't need to factor in potentially not being paid for some of our services.
Now our funds allocation, so we're actually seeking about $300,000, and that's to cover up all of our first year potential costs. That doesn't mean we're not selling anything. This is just to be safe, to make sure all of our costs are covered. And so those funds are going to be allocated into our different groups between labor, material costs, manufacturing overhead, and SG&A. And you can see that manufacturing overhead comprises of a major portion of that. And as we said again, it's because of the equipment costs in the first year. But afterwards, you'll see more of that allocation go towards towards labor and material costs. And as part of our funds allocation, this enables us to expand to new franchises after 10 months. That's right around our break-even point. So once we start getting positive cash flows there, we want to be able to use that money towards funding new locations.
Now, our Plan B strategy, in case this doesn't work out, but it will, is to shift to bottles and facility production and sell through retail channels. And we could sell bottle blends to businesses or events, and we could utilize our retail location as a place for bottling and blending and creating our product to send to different places as well.
So what's our exit strategy? Well, we're going to open more stores with a similar model. We're going to really create a package as Pick'em. and we're going to turn Pick'em into a household brand name. And so once we're established as a store franchise, we'll be able to sell the brand to a larger corporation or sell it off to other company.
And thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us. You know, Pick'em really is something that's it's a great idea. It's customizable. It's healthy. It's really forward thinking. And with our model, you know, it becomes cash positive in 10 months. And you know, there's huge growth here, and I think you should really be a part of this team.
Yep, and remember to pick
Pick
'em,
'em,
juice 'em,
and
blend
blend
'em.
'em.
Done.